Oh my gosh, I look rough. So I made it to Spain and it's already been a hot mess. Girl has lived, look, I just look so bad right now. Oh my God, I'm about to get hit by a car. I don't even know how to get in this building right now. I'm so confused. I don't know what's happening. So basically had to just deal with a bunch of turbulence on the plane. Thought I was gonna die, number one. Then I get to my final destination only to find out that my bags did not make it. Neither one of my giant bags. So now your girl is wearing the only outfit she had in her little carry-on. Thank goodness I do have like my toiletries and stuff, but I have no clothes, nothing. They're telling me it could take like 2 days for me to get my bags. So the Airbnb that I just checked into, very nice people. It was like a grandma, like, you know, it's giving abuela vibes. And she spoke a little English. So I told her, I was like, yeah, I don't have any bags. And she was like, okay, well, I said, I need to get some stuff. And then she was like, she said, there's no place around here, but we can take you, her and her husband. Now, I know that was a little sketch for me to just get in the car with strangers, but girl was desperate and they seemed like nice people. So they just dropped me off at this like giant, I don't know, I think this is a mall. And they said, yeah, you can walk home from here. Okay. I may or may not live past this, I'm not sure, but hopefully I can at least find some clothes and make it home in one piece. And I need food because the girl's starving too, but we'll see what happens. You guys, what a blessing in disguise. Look at this place. This is the mall that I just got dropped off at. It's literally so pretty. They have a whole pond in the middle. That's cute. Now I'm gonna try to find something to eat. Alright guys, so it is the next day. Oh my gosh, I look like a 6.5-year-old. So I figured I would come back on here and kind of explain what happened yesterday, because yesterday was just like, it was just so much going on. I couldn't even like, it was just too much for me to process. So I was gonna tell y'all what exactly happened. You guys have to disregard how I look right now. It's still a lot going on, so I'm not my full self, but that's okay because we're gonna make it, okay? We're gonna make it. So let me give you guys a little OOTD so you can laugh at me because I'm laughing at myself, honestly. Okay, so I know this is kind of a bad angle, but I'm wearing this giant t-shirt. It says it was a small, but like, I don't know, it's pretty big. And then I got some shorts on. Shorts are not bad, a little bit big, but this is the outfit I had to get. I got like 3 outfits from the mall yesterday since girl still does not have her luggage. So we're just over here trying to make it work. So yes, I do look like a 6.5-year-old schoolgirl. Cute. Yes, we love it. And yeah, let me just tell y'all the story so y'all can understand everything that Jasmine is going through right now. Oh my gosh, I need to fix my hair, but I can't because I don't have my stuff. Anyways, I'm sitting crisscross applesauce on the bed talking to y'all. So let me tell you what happened, right? So yesterday I had my flights. Well, I actually left 2 days ago, but I had my flights to get here. I had one flight to Montreal, Canada, then had a layover there, and then another flight from Canada to Spain. So first of all, when I get to Montreal, right? So like the flight from Florida to Canada was like, it was not bad. It was a little bumpy. Also eating my fried chicken from KFC yesterday, so don't mind that. But that flight wasn't too bad. But when I got to Montreal, first of all, like their signs and stuff were confusing. Oh, let me say this. So like they really do speak like true French in Canada. Well, I know like they don't speak it in all parts of Canada because I've been to other parts of Canada before and they speak English, but like in Montreal, like that's what they speak is French. So on the airplane, like they were speaking French and stuff. They would translate it to English. But then when I got to the airport, like majority of everything was in French. And then it would be like some stuff would be translated into English. So the people there, like I don't know what you call it, the airport workers, they mainly spoke French. So I was kind of confused getting from my one flight to the next flight, but I was following the signs that said connection, right? Hold on, I gotta take a bite. So anyway, so I was following the signs that said connection. And I eventually get to a point where it was pointing me like in the direction that made no sense. Like it was pointing me towards a wall. And I've come across this before, like traveling to all these different airports. Like sometimes the signs can be misleading. So I had like walked all the way down this long pathway following the signs only to get to like a dead end. So then I had to turn back around. Now, mind you, I had checked the ticket on my phone because I didn't really know what time my next flight left. I just knew that I had about an 1.5 hour layover, but we didn't leave like exactly on time from the last flight. So I was like, let me check and see what time my next flight leaves. And my phone said 22:40, which military time, I have to get used to that because, you know, in America we do 12:12 whatever. So 22:40, that's like 10:40, right? So I look at my phone says it's 10:12. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. So you're trying to tell me that I only have I have less than 30 minutes to get onto this plane and I don't even know where I'm going? So then I start like basically not running because your girl does not run, but I was like fast walking through the airport. And I had this giant backpack. I had that giant backpack. I had my other like carry-on bag. I had my purse and I had my Snuggie. I always have to have my Snuggie when I travel. And I had my neck pillow. You guys, my hands were so full. So I'm trying to like go through the airport as fast as I can. I turn back around. I have to go all the way back in the direction I just came from because I didn't know where I was going. So then I asked one person like, hey, where do I go for connecting flights? And she was like, go downstairs. I go downstairs. She didn't really tell me exactly where to go, so I'm just kind of looking around like kind of confused. So then I asked another guy, hey, where do I go for connecting flights? And he was like, well, where are you coming from and where are you going? I said, I'm coming from the US going to Spain. And he was like, oh no, oh no, oh God, whatever. Like he was just saying like that was like a bad thing. I was like, what's going on? He's like, okay, follow me. So then he's trying to like take me up the elevator. The elevator wasn't working. He tried to take me up another way, then that wasn't working. So then we went up the stairs back from where I just came from. And then he was kind of like frantic, and he started to freak me out because I was like, yeah, I think my plane leaves in like 20 minutes. I was like, do you think I'm gonna make it? He's like, I don't know. And then he pointed me in the direction of somebody else. He was like, okay, go to my colleague, she's gonna help you. So then I go to the next lady. Then I told her, well, no, then somebody else walked up to her and then was asking her questions. So then I'm just standing there waiting like, bro, like, come on, I need to get on this plane. So eventually I talked to her and I was like, I'm trying to get to my connecting flight, I'm going to Madrid. And then she was like, oh, she's like, okay, follow me, go this way. So she opens the door and she's like, go that way, have a good flight. And I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, wait, where do I go? Like, she just said go that way. I was like, I don't know what that means. And it was like a part of the airport where there was literally nobody. Like, it was some back area where there was just, it was empty. So I was like, where do I go? She's like, oh, just go to the left, follow it. And I was like, okay. So next thing I know, I'm just walking through. It's just not like there's stuff there, but there's no people. I don't know how to explain it, but I follow it through until eventually I see another guy, and then he was like, scan your passport. I had to scan my passport on this thing or whatever. And then I asked him, like, okay, like, I'm trying to get to this flight, like, where's the gate, where's the information? Because they didn't even have any, like, usually they have what do you call those, like the screens that tell you where your connecting flight is. They didn't have any of that stuff, or maybe they did and I just didn't see it. But he was like, okay, your gate is 66. I was like, is that far? And he was like, so his English wasn't that great, but he was like, he basically said like, it's not that far, but he kind of said it in a different way. And I was just like, okay. He was just like, go that way. So now I'm walking, I'm all the way by like gate 50 and gotta get to 66, bruh. When I tell you guys, girl was sweating, girl was shaking. I was already hungry at this point because I had only eaten, like, basically I ate like breakfast that day, and it had been like so long since I'd eaten. They didn't give us no snacks on the last plane. All they gave me was some water. Like, that's nothing. I need more sustenance. So anyways, so I'm like, not running, but like going real fast. I'm like out of breath, I'm sweating, I'm hauling all this stuff, just trying to find 66. So finally I make it to gate 66, right? And there's people there. And I look on the screen, the thing says 2340. That's when the flight leaves, is 2340. It's like 1140. I was like, are you kidding me? Wait, is that right? Is 2340? Is that 1140? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. So I was like, are you kidding me? I just spent this whole time stressed and worrying only to have like an extra hour, which makes more sense given the time that my layover was. But there was people there. Everybody was still there. So I was like, okay, cool. So I had a moment to kind of chill, to breathe. I called my mom, called my dad. I was like, hey, yo, this is what's going on. Like, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm chilling. I'm just waiting for my next flight. Well, then they come over the intercom and they're like, so the plane is in the hangar. I think that's like the place where the planes, whatever. It needed maintenance. It was having some trouble. So they were like, yeah, it's being worked on and repaired and da-da-da. And I was like, bro, I don't want to get on a broken plane. I don't want to get on a plane that y'all just had to fix. But they were like, it should be a few more minutes. It should be 15 minutes. Well, an hour and a half later, we're still sitting there waiting. So I didn't get on the plane until like, it was maybe like 1 a.m. or like, it was like maybe around 1 or 1:30 a.m. when the flight was originally supposed to leave at like 11:40 p.m. So there was that. Then, before we take off, the pilot was like, so this is gonna be a 7-hour flight and we have to fly near a storm. So the first 3 hours, there's gonna be a lot of turbulence. I was like, oh my God, no. I already don't like flying. So turbulence, nobody likes turbulence because you just feel like you're gonna fall out of the sky. So I was like, are you kidding me? For basically like the first half of this flight, it's gonna be turbulence. So I'm like, okay, just trying to breathe, prepare myself mentally, right? So we get up in the air and he's like, yeah, the first 15, 20 minutes will be all right. And then we're gonna hit it. I was like, oh my God. So we finally get into the turbulence, you guys. When I tell you, this was like, normal turbulence is like, okay, it's like a little bumpy, you know, it kind of feels like a little massage. This was like, plane was like this, like doing that, like shaking from side to side. I thought I was gonna die. So you know me, I get to praying. I was like, Lord, listen, listen, Lord, what are we doing here? What is this? Like, I don't know if it's just a test. I don't know if you're just trying to teach me a lesson, but I need you to give me peace, because right now, you guys, my body was physically, like, I was shaking like uncontrollably. Like, my legs were shaking, my teeth were like this. Like, I was so scared. I couldn't even control myself from like shaking. So I was like, Lord, this is not gonna work. Like, we can't do this for another 3 hours. I can't, I'm not gonna survive. I already felt like I was like having like heart palpitations or whatever. I was like, no, this is not gonna work. So I prayed. I was like, Lord, just give me peace, like help me. And then the story of, I'm gonna kind of butcher it a little bit, but the story of like when Jesus told the disciples that they were gonna like cross the what is it, the lake or whatever, and then there was like a storm, and he was like, I don't remember, I should have studied this before I started this video, but he told them they were gonna get to the other side basically, and then they hit a storm, and then the disciples were like, oh my gosh, are we gonna die, da da da. But Jesus had already said they were gonna get to the other side, so that was the promise that they were gonna live. So that's kind of like the same thing that I thought in my head, was like, God already told me like, okay, you're gonna make it there, so are you worried? So once I prayed, I felt good, I calmed down, I actually fell asleep. And then next thing I know, I woke up and it was like smooth again, and it had only been like a couple hours, so the turbulence didn't even last for as long as they said it was going to. But I was grateful for that. I was like, at least, you know, it's over, I got to sleep, I'm good. So the rest of the flight wasn't too bad. The food was disgusting. Y'all Canadians need to get it together. I had high expectations, and that plane food was not good, because all the other plane food I've had has been good, but it's okay. Something is better than nothing. But so yeah, finally get to Spain. Finally. Okay. Go through customs, get my passport stamps and everything. I'm feeling good. I'm like, yeah, your girl, she made it. Yes, right. Go to the baggage claim, okay? I go to the baggage claim. I'm standing there, I'm waiting, and I'm like, okay, you know, stuff, it's coming, right? My bags are coming. Waiting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And I'm looking around and I'm like, there's less and less people over here, and there's less and less bags on this conveyor belt. Where are my bags at? Well, of course, my bags did not arrive. They were left, probably in Montreal, they said. So I have no luggage. That's what I was explaining yesterday. That's why I had to go to the mall. That's why I'm wearing this, because yeah, I have no luggage. They told me that it could take, I'm hoping it only takes 48 hours. They said I should hear something in 48 hours. If not, I have to call them. They gave me this tracking number thing. But yeah, so most of my stuff is not with me. However, I'm still keeping a positive attitude, because I do have like my essentials basically. And that was only because I couldn't fit it in my suitcases. I have it in my carry-on stuff, so I'm still grateful. Even though, you know, I don't have everything I would like to have, and I had to buy some outfits and stuff, and, you know, little stuff like that, I still have a majority of like the stuff that I need. So I'm just over here trying to make it work. So far it's been quite a journey, and I told a lady, I met this lady at the airport who also was coming from the same place I was coming from, and she lost her bags too. I was like, well, it can only go up from here. And she was like, yeah, that's a good point. It can only go up from here. It can only get better. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it. But now I'm about to go to the grocery store. I'll go ahead and cut the vlog here. I'm actually going to insert, I did a little house tour, room tour thing last night, so I'm going to insert that at the end of this clip. But yeah, I'm going to cut the vlog here. In the next vlog, you guys will see me go to the grocery store and whatever else I end up doing today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, stay great, stay awesome, stay beautiful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye. Okay, so let's do a quick tour while no one's home. Here's the front door. This is the owner's bedroom, I'm assuming. This is a nice, cute little bathroom. Y'all don't look at me in the mirror. Look at this, a bidet. I'm gonna have to test that out one of these days. Then I have my lovely room here, which is a hot mess because, yeah, a lot going on. Then there's the kitchen. Got my KFC. Girl's about to heat that up. Got la cochina, however you pronounce it. The fridge, washer. Oh my gosh, not the air fryer. I got an air fryer. Oh, I'm about to use that. I'm about to use that for my KFC. Then come over here. So that's the kitchen again over there for the little window situation. And then they have the living room and the windows, which they left open, I guess, because it does get, it's not cold, but it's like kind of cool outside right now. So I guess that kind of just, you know, helps circulate things, because I don't think they have AC. I don't know, is this AC? I don't know. But anyways, that's pretty much that.